Hello. Semi-mong is back with some more Elder Scrolls Online, and today we've jumped into our first public dungeon, the Badman Hollows. I'm currently doing a quest. Unfortunately, this isn't a live commentary, this is just pre-recorded gameplay because the live commentary did just muck up a little, let's say. Too much noise in the background, too many different voices because I'm in a shared household. So many things went wrong with it. But yeah, we're back with some more great gameplay. We found our first public dungeon. If I just update you a little while I go around killing all these little beasties. Since the last video when we were on the mage's quest to go fetch the tomes, I've actually completed that quest. I've completed about 6 other quests in the town. So yeah, it's nice. I believe it's Columbria or somewhere like that we're in, or I know we're in Daggerfall. I'm pretty sure. I don't know where we are exactly, but yeah, I've done a quest for the Fighters Guild. I did a quest for the Mages Guild. I did a quest where I had to find a man's pig. I had to kill a werewolf. I mean, the werewolf was so hype. It's so easy to kill. I've done a couple of quests where I've had to actually team up with some other people to kill a monster. Some sort of like land giant fiery beast thing. In my next video, I am going to go around showing you all of these things that I've done. I'm just going to redo them because you do get some good loot-ins. But yeah, I've leveled up, got some good loots, got some good spells. I will update you in the next video I post today, so make sure you come back and check out that. But currently, we're in the first public dungeon I found. And I walked through this portal. It was like, yeah, public dungeon. I was like, sound. It was like, you have to do it with a couple of other people. I was like, nah, let's just attempt this on our own. So yeah, we attempted it on our own. As you can see, it's pretty dark and it's pretty gloomy. That is the entrance where you come in. In a minute, you'll see where I have come in. I did pick up a harvesting quest to get some apples and grain, but at the moment I have to go around and find 4 different tomes on these skeletons. For just like, I don't know, he's like some guy just I randomly found in a dungeon. And for those of you who don't know, that thing that was just behind me, that purple thing, was actually my minion. I was asked by a couple of people in the last video what that was. I don't know if it was in my last video though. That is a minion I can summon as a sorcerer, so it'll help me out until it dies by attacking whatever I attack. And then also in my last video you'd see a sort of purple like raptor creature going around on the floor. That is the free pet you got. I believe it's because I got the crown edition, maybe. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, he's helping me out there. You can see he's firing fireballs, but there's so many men around me now. Look, and then bam, use my I don't know what it's called, but it's a spell that attaches them to the ground, so it is very useful. I've picked up some good tactics as a destruction staff sorcerer, I'd say. So I'm sticking to the destruction staff as my weapon. At the moment I've got an ice one. And then the sorcerer is just a class I picked. So I've been using a lot of big spells. The purple one is very hard hitting, as you can see. But right now, guys, the hype is real. What have we just come across? A sky shard. The first one of the series. We're only one off from getting another skill point. Look at me. Look, raising my hands like I have you, Sky Shard, you're mine. But yeah, in a minute, I'm pretty sure we come across the public dungeon boss. And now, luckily for us, other people are attacking it at the same time. But what I had the fear of is they would just get the loot, because I sort of joined in late. I started attacking it after they did, but no. Elder Scrolls is fantastic. It lets you pick up the loot even if you're not grouped together with other people. And everyone gets their own loot, I think. I'm pretty sure everyone does. Because if not, I've stolen it off a lot of people. I've stolen it off so many people, and here we go. Look at it. It's such a big snake man. Oh no, I do attack it first. Cool. See? So you can tell it's a public dungeon boss because the health is just not going down. Look how many people are attacking it. If that was a normal snake, like the one on the floor that's just been trapped by my spell, it would die so quick. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, this public dungeon is Badman Hollows. It is just by the coast of the Daggerfall town you start in. As I said, I think it's Columbria. I'm not quite sure. If you can check my previous videos and find out. I've just forgotten personally. But yeah, we're just doing this public dungeon, trying to get some XP, complete this quest, because it's the first public dungeon we have done. So, grinding up our levels here. I think my summoning level is currently level 10, which is brilliant. What I'm aiming for is to try and save up money or get a good enough levels to start wearing better armour, so like shoulder pads and helmets. I'm not high enough level at the moment, I'm only level 6, which is kind of annoying. You have to be like level 12, I think. But yeah, going around searching these skeletons. And that guy just stole that one off me. I was like, no, how could you? He was so mean. Thief, actual thief. Dun 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 dun. But yeah, as you can see, the public dungeon in itself isn't too hard. I mean, you don't have to group up with people to enter it. There are just other people in it, so that's always good. And the mobs themselves aren't that hard. I'm guessing that big boss snake would have been on my own if those 2 other people didn't show up. But yeah, my familiar's attacking hard, being a good bro, being a good bro, you know, having my back. And did he just die? No. Yeah, it does survive until you die, but I don't know if you can actually upgrade individual skills, so it would be good to try and get him more health and have him constantly by my side rather than having to resummon him. Because he does, I wouldn't say he dies quite as often as I say, but I'm noticing that I have to summon him quite often, so that's a bit of a downside. What I really am wanting to do is actually find a good healing spell as well. Because as you can see, I'm opening up the attacks with either supercharging my staff or with the purple like sort of shard spell. And then going in, putting them to the ground with the immobilizing, like sort of, yeah, that one. That immobilizes them to the ground, and then finishing them off with just standard staff spells or my lightning smite D spell. What was that? Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a familiar thing. I don't know if I just re-summoned him. I'm pretty sure I did, because I'm not sure if it's through this video or in the next one I'll be recording, but I've picked up a nice, neat warlock spell where you can just plop them on them, and it's a DOT, so it does damage over time, draining down their health. So if I put that on first and then do the big hits, they're going to be at like good quarter health, so I'll be doing a tactics video on that. Make sure to check back. But yeah, I'm loving the public dungeon. It's something you can easily go into if you've done all your quests or you're not feeling like questing or going to gather resources. It's a great way to come do, grind your levels like I am. If you haven't already done the quest, it's another quick quest you can do, because it's not a very big area. It's a close vicinity area to everything around it. And then can that in, and then on the way obviously you've got the harvest quest, but it does turn out that all the quests are interlinked, which is fantastic. So it is a whole sort of mini quest line in itself. And I have actually found another public dungeon called the Veil or something. I think it's the Veil of Dragons. No, it can't be Veil of Dragons. That's what that activated. Activated my lightning shield, so I get more spell resistance and more armor, which is kind of useless in this because no one's using spells. Guess it's just those like spidery things, and then that's it. Yeah, so here's the guy after trading the tomes to. No idea what they're for, kind of forgotten the quest. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, that's about it. Well. And then he just disappears like that, like, poof. I'm just there, lost, like I don't know what to do now, man. I've killed the boss, I've got the tomes. What do I do? Hello? Guy? I was about to say, there's no way I just stood there for a couple of seconds. Right. So as I said, I picked up the harvest quest. I think I'm going to go finish that off. I think I do. Yeah, and then the harvest quest is, there's 2 portals into the dungeon. You first enter the dungeon and it puts you into sort of like a safe area. It's like a friendly area where you can pick up a quest and do a quest for him. And then within that there's a portal to this actual dungeon, which is the main dungeon itself. So there is a safe area to it, and then they both interlink between quests, which is pretty good. Can't pick up anything here. So I'll go back to it now and finish off my harvest quest. And then I believe I have footage of the next quest where I actually go and kill the main boss, Mr. Badman himself, Mr. Badman Hollows. But I will have to edit that into the next video. So once again, that's just another reason to come back and check out what happens. Little cliffhanger there. Do I die? Do I not? Do I get awesome lootings? Do I not? Oh, the treasures, the treasures. And then I come out completely to the main entrance to realise. So yeah, this is where you'd come in. That's where the map is. That's where the dungeon is on the map, as you can see. That building in the bottom right is the castle of Daggerfall. So we enter here, and you go straight through into the safe area, which I think is pretty good, pretty cool. They've got two separate areas to it. I don't know if it's part of the actual dungeon. I would say it is, but then as I said, I would say it's a safe area because there's no actual mobs here that can kill you. But further down in the mini quest line there is, I believe. And if you could just see that at the bottom of my screen just then, that was little pet Wakeham. We've named our pet Wakeham after one of our friends. He loves it. He's just there saying, yeah, he's with us for our whole adventure. Pet Wakeham's been with us from the start. So we're happy about that. But yeah, this is where I monged out. I had to find grain. And that's the only reason I went into the dungeon in the first place, was to try and find grain. Only to now realise that it was actually on this little safe island bit. So I'm not a happy bunny with that. But what am I doing? I've already searched that barrel. Come on, man. You know you've searched that barrel. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, see? There you go. There's the grain. But yeah, we're collecting the apples and collecting the grain because the quest line goes that you go in, you've got a lot of harvesters around you who harvest apples, harvest grain, food, and gift it to I think it's Dematric or Daemoron, sort of demon god, in return for safety, which I think is pretty cool. Or I think it's safety. It's something along those lines. They're like farmers who are sacrificing food for, I'm pretty sure it's safety. So they'll get you to pick up all the food, and then you can go make the sacrifice. And then that interlinks with the quest line that we just did, picking up all the tomes. And then you'll all find out what happens. This is very interesting, very cool indeed. But I think I do show you Mr. Farmer Man in a minute. Why are we monging out so late, so much? I was probably trying to fix the camera at this point, realising that it's not worked. If I'm remembering correctly. So as you see, there's like the big tree. There's always a big tree that you've got to sacrifice food to. Always a big tree that sort of represents the god. Think of World of Warcraft. Think of Skyrim. There's always a big tree. I'm pretty sure there's a big tree in Skyrim. I know there's a big tree in WoW. And RuneScape. And a lot of other games. And so I've gone and collected all that food for it to be burned. Don't you love it? Like, don't you love it? So yeah, we've made the sacrifice. Now we just got to find out what happens next. I know what happens, do you guys? If you haven't already, as I said, I do suggest picking up the game. It's fantastic. Do I have to put it out? No, I have to go talk to that guy. Hello, Mr. Farmer Guy. Hello there. What does he say? Yeah, so as we said, just sacrificing the crops to him, which is pretty cool. And that's that quest done. So yeah, if you want to join us on the next video to find out what happens with the rest of the first public dungeon we ever acquired and come across, see if we do end up getting any good lootings. It will be cool. But yeah, I've been your guy Semi-mong. If you like our channel, remember to like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode of the adventure. Peace.